For your unwanted properties. Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Andre. I am with St. Louis We Buy Homes, and you can check us out at stlouiswebuyhomes.com. As I say in the majority of my videos, please make sure that you thumbs up this video. Make sure you leave a comment. Share the video. It actually helps other people that are interested in selling their unwanted property that may be in a similar situation as you. So maybe they'll see the video if you share it. So we appreciate that. Appreciate you helping us out by doing that. Also, if you guys got any questions for me, you can always ask me a question at ask me a question directly right at Andre at stlouiswebuyhomes.com. So if you guys got any direct questions, I'll be glad to answer any of them. Also, make sure that you subscribe to our channel. You'll see the red subscribe button. If you haven't already, press that red subscribe button and turn the notifications on. You'll see the notification button. It's a bell icon right next to the subscribe button or somewhere near the subscribe button. So make sure that you do that. But we are cash home buyers in the St. Louis, Missouri area for your unwanted properties. We buy houses in the St. Louis, Missouri area. And we look for people just like you, motivated sellers, people that need to sell their home. Now, here's the difference. If you have a property that maybe you have a family, and the family's getting bigger. You got a new addition, and I'm just giving you a scenario, and you just need to you want to buy, just want to get a better house. You want to get a bigger house. You want to buy in I guess, either across town or around the corner or whatever, and, you just want to sell your house. That type of scenario sounds more to me like a property that needs to be listed by a realtor. We are not realtors. We are investors. We are cash buyers of property in the St. Louis, Missouri area. So we are not realtors. So, there's so many competent realtors across the St. Louis, Missouri area, and we would highly recommend that you call one of those. But we pay cash for houses. We look for motivated sellers, people that maybe are in some sort of financial bind, maybe in some sort of bind that they need to sell their property. And you get plenty of situations that could happen, and I'll give you some examples of our ideal customers. Our ideal customers would be, or our ideal clients will be someone who, let's say someone that, one thing that always happens is people always pass and people will inherit property. So sometimes people inherit property and they don't even live in the St. Louis, Missouri area, and they have no intention on living in the house. They have every intention to liquidating that particular asset. And so, we look for people that are motivated to sell, who may have inherited a property. They may or may not live in the St. Louis area. Maybe they don't want to be a landlord. They don't want to have, maybe they have a home of their own and they just don't want to have anything to do with that particular property that they inherited, and they just want to sell it. And it's become a big headache. They don't want to pay the impending taxes on it or any of that stuff. They just want to sell it. And they just need to sell and need to sell it fast. So we are cash buyers for properties such as that, such as an inherited property. I'll throw another one out there for you also. Divorce. People get divorced. I think they say 50% of divorces occur. 50% of the people that get married end up in a divorce. And a lot of those divorces, you have people that have property. And, the one thing that the two spouses agree upon is, they both want to sell a house. They think it's the best thing to do to sell a house, and they need to sell a house fast. And we'll buy that house. We'll buy that house for cash. And I'll throw another scenario out there for you. Job loss. People lose their jobs all the time. Yeah, right now our overall economy in the U.S. is pretty decent. It's pretty good, and been on the upswing for quite a ride. We've had if any of you follow stocks, we've had a huge bull run. So stocks, a bull run is when stocks increase, and that's what's been happening. So you've been having people that, that'll still lose their job for some reason or another. So it doesn't necessarily mean the entire economy is bad and someone just lost their job. But, there's so many circumstantial situations to where something like that would happen. But in this case, we look to market to people who've lost their job and who has a property, and they're in a position now they just need to sell it. And we buy houses for cash, and we encourage people such as that to go to our website, give us a call, 314-329-5190. Go to the website at stlouiswebuyhomes.com. And yeah, there's just, oh man, there's so many scenarios. Another one is a job relocation. So sometimes people have these jobs, and we have a lot here in the St. Louis area. We have a lot of big corporations, a lot of big headquarters. We have Boeing, we have Monsanto, and sometimes people that work at those places, their jobs get relocated. They're relocated to different parts of the country, and they have a house. So they don't want the house vandalized, or they don't want anything to happen to the house. They need to sell the house. Maybe they want to buy a house in the new city that they're in. Once they get out of, I guess, the apartment that they're going to be living in temporary, when they make their move to, the particular city in which the job relocated them. And, they need to go. They need to sell the house. And, we provide that service. We pay cash for these houses. A couple other things. We can close quickly as well. We can close within 7 to 14 days. So there's no waiting around for 90 days to close. There's no waiting around for 60 days to close. There's no waiting around, for 45 days to close. But, we understand also in certain situations where people, they're not interested in closing in 7 to 14 days. Maybe, whatever situation there is, maybe 30 days is perfect for them. Hey, of course, we'll do that also. So that's what we do. We pay cash for these houses. So the situation is a little different. Remember when you first purchased your home and you had obviously real estate agents. You had, slipping my mind here. You just had all these different people. You had appraisers. You had inspectors. You just had all these different people, and you're dealing with lenders and insurance agents. So you're dealing with all this. This type of cash transaction is the easiest it's the easiest transaction there is, because you don't have all of that. All you have is the seller, which is yourself, the buyer, which is us, and the title company. Title company handles everything. They handle everything. We deal with some very good, competent title companies, and they know what they're doing. And they do this stuff every day. They do these transactions every day. So what they look up payoff information. They look out to see if there's any liens on the property, any other encumbrances on the property, and they do an awesome job. They make sure they record the transaction. They do all of that. And so I like to say the title companies do all the work, because all we do is, we go out, we do the marketing for the property, obviously, and we get properties under contract, and so we sit down and negotiate with the seller, and once we get a deal down, we hand the situation to the paperwork to the title company, and they do the work from there. So, everybody's involved. Everybody has a role involved, but, they facilitate all of that, and they do a darn good job as well. So make sure that you go to the website at stlouiswebuyhomes.com. Also on there, make sure you fill that form out. You have to fill that form out. It's very important. We have what's called an 18-point transactional checklist, and that checklist depicts the entire process. The process of the transactions. Very easy, so make sure you get that and download it. Also, when you enter that information, we're going to contact you. So we'll have a couple other questions for you about the property as well. But fill that easy information out on our website. And we understand that you may not be ready to sell it today. You may not be ready to sell it next month. You may not be ready to sell it in 3 months. You might be ready to sell it in 4 months. We understand that. We get that. But the most important thing you can do is fill that information out at stlouiswebuyhomes.com. Make sure that you do that. That is the most important thing. Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to thumbs up the video. Check us out on Facebook and on Twitter as well. Look down in the description. You'll see the links down there. Hey, enjoy your day or night. Thank you very much.